Hello and welcome to another Rightly Witterings with me, Michael Jex, still drinking the same cup of cappuccino that I was talking about on Tuesday. Never mind. So what have I got today? Last week I had an amusing time because I put up a video one day early because I wasn't looking at the date on the scheduling bit of software. However, what I was looking at was an absolutely gorgeous little pen. It's from Ashera. It's called an Aeon. And it's one of the most beautiful pens I've ever touched. And this week I've got another pen which is even more beautiful. I'm going to go and take you to have a look at it in a second. It's too beautiful to film here on an iPhone, so I'm going to record it on my Fuji X100V. And you will be impressed. Probably not much, but a bit. So long as you enjoy all this kind of thing, do please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you've got any questions or comments, please put them in the bottom because I like reading through them. Apart from that, let's get on with it. Cheers. You'll be amused to learn that this is the 4th attempt at recording this. So, I'll try again. I've so far had the dustbin man outside, I've had a telephone call, I've had someone knock on the door, so this is the last chance. I have had many pens over the years that I have loved and still love, such as this beautiful Delta from Argenia. Thank you to Seba Pizzani for that one. I have also had the great pleasure and joy of this, a solid silver Conway Stewart that writes like an absolute dream, the Conway Stewart Drake. I've not just had them, I've even had pens that I have worked on in collaboration with other people, such as the wonderful, I think still, Conway Stewart Detection Collection Michael Jex pen, with my signature emblazoned on the barrel there, which you probably can't see, but it says that. And that is, I think, beautiful, and it writes wonderfully well. Those pens are lovely. And last week I discovered this. The Aeon from Ashira in olive wood with 8 coats of glorious lacquer that make it just wonderful to hold, and titanium fittings which make it beautiful to grip and write with. And I decided last week this is probably one of the most beautiful pens I'd ever handled, but now it's not, because I've got a new pen, and it's another one from Ashira. But this is Buckeye wood, light Buckeye. And I don't know if this camera is going to pick it up properly. I have actually moved to my Fuji X100V for this recording rather than using my iPhone, because I think this wood needs to have a really good lens on it. Don't know how much you can see here, but it's got this glorious burl type of colouring, and then here where there's golden glints, it's very much like, I hate to say this, it's very much like some very expensive styles of acrylic where you get golden flakes. But the thing is, this is natural wood and it is absolutely beautiful. I really can't emphasize that enough. It is just stunning to look at. I like the olive, but this blows it away. Blows me away. So what is this pen like? It is much like last week's Ashera Aeon. It is wood. It has titanium fittings. It is a very simple but beautiful and elegant cigar shape. It comes with its own stand, which works exceptionally well, which has magnetic connectors, which I think is just rather lovely. It unscrews, whoops, nice and easily. It has this titanium section, which is beautiful. It has a very short screw thread, so it's quick to lock and only about a third of a turn to unlock. I love that. This, however, has a slightly different nib. This is a platinum nib, a fine platinum. Never written with a platinum nib before. I doubt whether I'll ever be able to afford one either, but I love the concept. In terms of weight, it's just a little bit heavier. The main body is 27 grams and the total weight was 34, which makes it a light pen to use and very easy on the hands. Simple cartridge converter mechanism, which is neat. I've flushed it through a couple of times to make sure there's no engine oil or anything in it. And now to fill it with some ink. Question is which ink to use, and I think, because I was going to use it last week, I'm going to use some Diamine Sepia, because I think it goes with the colour of the pen. Nice woody coloured ink to go with a woody pen. So, simple cartridge converter, dunk it in the ink, screw the piston up, and Bob's your brother's uncle. Brother's... no, your father's brother. Let's just clean that nib slightly so it doesn't look dirty for the recording. So, what else is there to say about this? It is absolutely beautiful. I have to admit, for my money, I love the look of the nib compared to gold. Why? Purely because you have the one metal throughout. I like that. I do like gold nibs. They work superbly. They're very lovely. And certainly with this, the gold nib is not too distracting. It's not too dissimilar in colour, but I would still prefer to stick with just the one colour. In the same way as with my Conway Stewart, it's a gold nib, but it's been coated very carefully in, oh, what was it? I can't think. Rhodium, I think. Apart from the Conway Stewart logo, which is left in the gold so you can see it, which I think's rather lovely. But I do love that pen, so I would. So let's see what this pen is like to write with. So here we have my first ever experience with a platinum nib with an Ashera fine. Let's see what it's like. Now they do say at Ashira, I've been talking to Marius Visser, who is the guy who runs it, that each of their nibs are separately polished to make sure that they look this perfect every time after they've produced them. Now I would say it's harder than the gold nib. But it is smooth and perfect for, whoops, perfect. Let's just try it. I know a lot of people are always interested in... Yes, it does. Has it got... It has a degree of flexibility, but not much. Which is not a problem, it's just... If you like flex, possibly this isn't the type. Whereas if I go to the gold nib, now I would say there's more flexibility there. I would actually say the gold feels much smoother, but I think that's a factor of the thickness of the nib. No, this is very smooth. To be absolutely honest, either of these would be just wonderful to have on your desk full time. They're both quite beautiful, fabulously well made. I love the boxes they come in with the magnetic connectors. There is nothing whatsoever to complain about. They are just fantastic. So, thanks a lot to Marius Visser. Thanks a lot to Ashira for letting me test these pens. They've actually loaned them to me for a month or so. So I'm going to be showing them occasionally and talking about them whenever I get a chance, because if I talk about them, I have more opportunities to use them. And quite frankly, these two are going to get used an awful lot. How could anyone not fall in love with that wood and that gorgeous titanium? Just wonderful. So there you have it. Two stunning pens. I love this olive. It's got a glorious grain to it. It looks fabulous. But if I have to make a selection, I have to admit, I think that this Buckeye is just, well, I use the expression blown away quite a lot, but it's the only expression that works for this. It is utterly beautiful. And when I send these two pens back, this is the one I am really, really going to miss. That wood would decorate any desk, any working table, anywhere. It's just stunning. I hope that was interesting. Whether you like it or not, I don't care. I've got these two pens for a couple of months and I'm really going to enjoy using them. But if you enjoyed the video, do hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications and all that good old stuff. And if you've got any comments or questions, do please let me know, because I'll be interested to have a chat about these. Absolutely stunning. Thanks a lot again to Marius and Ashira for letting me borrow these. They're hugely appreciated, and I'm going to thoroughly enjoy playing with them for a bit. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope that was interesting, and speak to you soon. Take care.